In this video, we'll use the application explorer that is part of the HB.js VS Code extension. Next, we're going to use the application explorer. We see our default host and our default region. To the right of the region is the application explorer icon. When we click that icon, it will display the starting transaction and our timeout. We could change the starting transaction or increase the timeout on this screen. Today, our starting transaction is going to be trad. This will open our trader application, allowing us to demonstrate some of its functionality by navigating screens that we would see in a 3270 environment and pulling information back for us. The timeout will clean up after us if we don't back out of the application within the timeout limit. So this is going to be our time between activities. We can't be idle for more than this time, or it'll just close the application. We'll press Enter to accept these settings. Now we can see the trader application. If we hover over these field names to the right, we'll see the equivalent highlight on the left. This is important because we gather information from our 3270 applications using screen or field value pairs, not screen scraping. Drilling into the twisty downs, what we're seeing over to the right is the name of each field in the application. For this demonstration, we'll focus not on the fields but the code flow. We're going to navigate to the first company. We'll select option 1. Because we'll save real-time quote information, we'll select option 1 again. We don't want to buy or sell shares yet. Okay, here is our final screen in this application before we back out. We'll gather some information from this screen, namely the number of shares and the value of those shares. First, we'll double-click the number of shares held. We'll see it populate over to the right. Next, we'll double-click the value of shares held. Again, we'll see it populate over to the right. These values are going to be very important in later demonstrations. Now we'll back out of the application using PF3. For now, we'll copy the code flow for our scripts so we can access this information later. We'll switch to the Hello World HBX file and paste the copied code flow into it using Ctrl+V. All of this is valid code. However, it's not the code we need yet, so we'll highlight it and press Ctrl// to comment it out. Of course, we want to save the Hello World HBX file. We'll click Ctrl+A to save the file. Let's ensure we are great developers and completely exit the application by pressing PF12. We've captured our code flow successfully.